talk about charisma, and you talk about somebody that can really, well, let's just say, let people see the way he sees things. Yeah. That's Mr. Gabriel here.
Well, you speak of Evan Golden, there's the G3E right there, the Gen 3 Express. Casey Kazan on the left, Michael Gabriel in the middle, and the SOM hybrid champion, Evan Golden. Golden and Casey Kazana have both recently come up short by disqualification against Santiago. Michael Gabriel hoping to reverse the fortunes of the Gen 3 Express here tonight.
I think they saw a side of him that we all have not seen yet, and that was, they took off. They hightailed it out of here.
Yeah.
All three of them.
Yep, so we will see if Michael Gabriel can take Santiago to the heights of Zion tonight. Or if it's going to be more of the same from the Aztec Jaguar Grid. There's never a quiet moment.
No, not when these guys are around.
Yeah, no.
And with Santiago, literally, like, what happens when you put a cat into a corner?
Yes.
Something's going to happen.
Lash out. And that's exactly what he's done. Looks like, did Evan leave? Are we just going to have KC at ringside for this one? Of course, we know Santiago, we mentioned Fight Night earlier. Santiago did come up short. One of our nominated matches of the year came up a little short against Evan that night. But a third straight win over G3E would have to catapult Santiago, right back into contention for the title.
That's right, and he's only gaining momentum with each week here at SOM, and maybe, adversity makes people stronger. I mean, so like we've talked about before, you can't be a winner unless you know how to lose.
That's right.
And he's had his fair share of the losers first, as we say here at SOM.
The first part of the year.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Casey Kazana, representing the Generation 3 Express, Michael Gabriel. And his opponent, he is the Aztec Jaguar Warrior, Santiago.
As I started to say, Santiago had a rough start to 2023.
He did.
Had considerably more losses than he had wins. But over the last 3 months or so, has really started to pull it together, really making a name for himself in that hybrid division.
He has, and one thing he's starting to, unfortunately, understand is, you notice that during his intro, he did not take his eyes off his opponents. He learned that the hard way.
Yes, absolutely. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
That's right.
Santiago he's been fooled so many times by Evan Golden and G3E at this point.
And like we talked about, a lot of adversity. A lot of the folks here at SOM have gone through a lot of adversity over the years, and it's only made them stronger, depending on how you deal with it.
That's right. Some people will crumble under that adversity. We've seen
blame and all these things, and point fingers and all that good stuff.
Yep.
But the true ones take it on the chin, and then they learn from their lesson, and they move on and take it as a badge of honor and go on.
Yep, there are. For some people, for the ones that really make it in this industry, there are no losses, there are only lessons.
Lessons, that's right.
Santiago, unfortunately, did have to learn a lot of lessons in 2023, but he has bounced back to become just one of the top stars here in SOM.
Well, he's definitely gone to school. We'll say that. He's gone to school and he's learned a lot of lessons, and sometimes you're not ready for the lessons.
That's right.
Sometimes the student's not ready for the teacher sometimes.
Side headlock takeover there by Gabriel. Santiago into the head scissor. Both men back to their feet.
Now, Gabriel's been kind of in a managerial role with these guys here in the last couple of weeks, but now we're seeing him kind of putting his money where his mouth is a little bit. And let's call it like it is. This gentleman right here, he's really had some vicious matches here at SOM over the years.
Absolutely has, and we've seen a kind of a darker side of him over the last few weeks. He's going to want to bounce back after that loss last week to Amp Dominic here on Uprising. But I saw a vicious side of Michael Gabriel in that match.
He did, and you know what? I tried to call this. I was talking to our coworker Bobby about Amp Dominic, about how you cannot predict.
No.
You don't know what you're getting. He had no idea, and it showed.
Yes.
And so once again, we talk about learning things. He really underestimated Amp for one.
He did, absolutely.
And his charisma kind of didn't overshadow his skills either, because Amp can go.
Oh, Amp can absolutely go.
When I saw Amp the first time, I thought of Exotic Adrian Street. Everything, his mannerisms, the way he does it, and kind of that lure you in and fool you a little bit.
That's right.
And get you.
It's easy to see somebody like Amp Dominic and take him lightly.
Yes.
He seems made to be taken lightly. Excuse me.
He uses that as that's one of his weapons, is to lure you in, and then he devours you.
Talk about that vicious side of Michael Gabriel pulling Santiago down by the mask there.
And I'm surprised that's still on him, really honestly, here, between all these guys and everybody, and Hunter Wolf and everybody else. And we were talking about Ghost. This is one of your latest victims here, the Santiago.
Working over the leg is Gabriel now. We talk about it every week. A high flyer like Santiago, the best defense against that is to keep him grounded.
That's right.
Exactly what Gabriel's doing here.
He can't fly. You're right. If we take those wings out from him.
That's right.
That's a huge part of his arsenal, too. I mean, he hasn't used it yet because Gabriel hasn't let him. And Gabriel's really been in control for the majority of the match here.
He really has. We have not seen Santiago able to, use those springboards that he loves to do. Those, here's Gabriel with the running blockbuster. Nicely done. Looks like this might be it. 1, 2. 2 count only.
And of course, Kazana's got always running that mouth.
Yep. Runs in the family.
We can see it here. I mean, we can't see him, but we can hear him.
Santiago wants a flip.
Aloha.
Gabriel slams on the brakes and drops an elbow. Nice counter there by Gabriel. Every time Santiago starts to get a little bit of momentum, down he goes. Rear chin lock goes Gabriel, keeping the Aztec Jaguar Warrior grounded. Referee Joe staying right on top. Of course, Joe, one of 3 nominees for Referee of the Year. We'll find out if he won later on tonight.
He is our head official referee here at SOM.
Yes, indeed. Oh, and hey, speaking of the year-end awards, you and I are up for commentator.
That's right. Sure are.
Oh, nice short cross body there by Gabriel. Almost no height, but almost all impact.
Yeah, it was all power, that's for sure.
All right, Gabriel now pulling Santiago to his feet. While Kazana continues to jaw with the ringside fans. Up here we go, looking for a neck breaker perhaps.
I'm trying to wonder if Santiago has had any offense in this. I mean, we're really trying to...
He got a couple strikes in early, but since then it's been all Michael Gabriel.
It has.
A big leg drop. 1, 2. And that is a move that has won countless championships, brother. But Gabriel does not pick up the win there with that one.
And you notice here the frustration is showing here because he actually told him, he's like, I'm supposed to beat you now.
Yeah.
But you can't tell that to Santiago. You're going to have to do something about it.
Simplex, and Santiago comes up holding his back. Gabriel really putting it to Santiago in this match. Of course, he also won't shut up about it, which, he might have had the match won 5 minutes ago if he,
Well, that's been a downfall for him, and unfortunately for a lot of guys that are in our industry here, is they don't keep focused on what they need to do, which is pin your opponent and finish the match.
Well, and that's one thing, Santiago, a man of very, very few words, all action, stands him up with that kick. Shot to the knee. Oh, maybe he's going to go for that shining wizard we've seen him use the last couple of weeks. There it is, that knee to the face.
Well, if there was ever a time to get an offensive move in, it was right now, and he better capitalize on it.
But Gabriel has worn him down throughout this match. Santiago slow to capitalize. Managed to pull himself up to one knee. Oh, signaling this might be over. Santiago needs to be careful. Oh, he's going for the springboard. Oh, Kazana hits it with the book of Gabriel.
Well, that was that.
Here is your winner as a result of a disqualification. Santiago.
Well, hey, it's a DQ, but that is 3 in a row for Santiago over the Gen 3 Express. But it is Kazana and Gabriel standing tall at the end.
Well, that'll be an